What's your relationship with consumption and creation? Consumption of content, YouTube, podcasts, books, versus actual creation. Could be Instagram posts, could be blog posts, Twitter, writing music, journaling. The integration or the separation, right? So using the analogy of a musician is always listening to music, and then you're playing music, you're writing music, you're thinking about visuals, and maybe you're watching film or looking at magazines for inspiration on graphic designs, and it's sort of this confluence, all these different inspirations that are sort of coming in, merging with the unique thing that's inside of you that makes you you, plus all the kind of external things and where you live and environmental stuff that also influences its way into you. I think some people feel just almost you have to get something out. Like, I feel like I got so many different ideas and things in my head that I just got to get out. And if I don't get it out, then it just keeps rumbling in my head, and it's like clutter, and it just gets messy up there, where you just feel a sense of, like working out, you just feel a pent up energy that you got to get out. Just the general process, not necessarily the outcome, but the process of making stuff and putting it out there is just a good muscle to flex and get good at. And it's sort of therapeutic, just pushing shit out. And then you also just get better at synthesizing your thoughts and ideas. And I think a cool byproduct of the process and synthesis is that you can own your own distribution. You can create your own opportunities. You can use the democratization that the world we live in terms of media, of YouTube, of X, whatever other platform that you on. You can say something and other people can raise their hand and start following you, and you can build a presence and you can leverage that into other things. But it's also super hard to create distribution and to show up consistently. Like, well, what do I have to contribute? How do I want to contribute it? Is it valuable? Do you have to do all the kind of growth hacky things that you see people commenting on X or whatever when you follow some of these personal branding correspondents, leveraging other people's audiences and sort of having a conversation with the idea to sort of bring them back to your platform and sell them something? I don't think you just want to just talk all the time and just it means to an end in a sense. I don't think it's just prolific output that makes you feel good no matter what. Maybe there's a piece of that, art for art's sake, but I think to be able to leverage this in terms of you turn it into freedom to do what you want, financial freedom, creative freedom, freedom of and freedom to, and freedom from. And I'm sure there's this own sort of chains and baggage that come from content creation, kind of owning and being your own entity. Just thinking about your own relationship to content, or my own relationship to content consumption and content creation. What's the overlap? What's the reason? What's the purpose? And am I too heavy in one direction or the other? And how does that sit in terms of how you experience life?